Welcome to After the Final Pour, brought to you by the Malting Hour. I am one of your hosts, Tony Golick, joined always with
Brandon Winninger.
And to my left,
Danny Pollard.
And in the back,
Clark Fettridge.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good, man. How are you?
Pretty good. Dan, how are you doing?
I'm good. Feeling good.
His hat's on backwards now.
No, it means he's in chill mode, you know? He's ready to just kick back and have a couple beers with
Watch the gremlins.
buddies.
Some jazzy vibes.
Yeah, jazzy vibes. I like it. We're doing an After Final Pour from the Pumpkin episode, so we still have horror movies on, in case you guys want to know what's going on. Clark, how you doing back over there?
I'm great, thanks, man.
Wow, you're staring off into the distance like Dan was when he was trying to think about the Jolly Pumpkin beer that we had. Ooh, this smells... so Brandon poured something for us, and the only thing I saw was that there was a wax cap, so my thought was it's got to be barrel-aged. And
It was
part of the
bomber.
Yeah, and it's the aroma is like a bourbon barrel
Yeah,
aged
for sure.
beer. I'm gonna give it a sip.
Bourbon barrel-aged stout.
Has anybody taken a sip yet?
No.
Yes.
I have.
Clark. Well, Brandon, you know what beer it is, so we're gonna hold off on what you think
I know.
first. We're actually real quick, Brandon. Have you had this beer before? You're not. It's first time.
Nope.
Okay, Clark, go ahead.
It tastes like a barrel-aged stout without any adjuncts or anything that I can tell at the moment.
Until you wait, don't bring it up yet. No, just checking.
I'm getting like maybe chocolate added, like cacao, and I'm getting some age on it, like some oxidation myself.
Yeah, it's older.
It's about a year old.
Really?
I'll give you that.
I was gonna guess older than that.
It's not. It's. I was gonna say the same thing. I thought maybe it was a little older. The body on it is not. It's not very thick. It's kind of thin. It's got a nice, like, little white foamy head too. It's not like that dark roasty head. Get a lot of barrel. Some roastiness. Maybe some burnt sugar toffee. I will say there is a little alcohol burn going down my chest.
Yeah, I feel it.
It's very warming to my face from the booze. Specific. In your face. I like it. It's very nice. I would like to. I wonder how this would. It's a nice temperature for it too to taste that. I feel like this would also be good if it was a little colder to me. I don't know why.
A little bit.
The body's kind of thin.
I was gonna say it's weird. It's like, is it carved? Like it. I mean this like so. It feels like it's thicker. I feel like, and I don't know if it's just like the alcohol burn or the carb that I'm getting on my tongue when I like swish it in my mouth. But it feels bigger for that. But then like when it goes down my throat, it feels lighter. So it's kind of weird. I know it doesn't really make sense, but it makes sense in my head.
I wanted to make a gross joke. Swirling it around, the booziness of it actually. Hear that? ASMR.
Swishy, swishy.
Like it really opens up. Like, is it just bourbon?
I want to know. So no, I want him to.
I still
tell
think
us,
it's
like,
a straight Imperial barrel-aged stout. I
Yeah,
don't think it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
a chocolate thing or...
Do you think it's just bourbon barrel though?
You mean other barrels?
Yeah,
like rye or something.
or like rum, or anything like that. Any other?
I'm thinking just. I'm thinking just bourbon.
Gremlins.
Yeah, I'm thinking something like Imperial pajamas, even though it would probably be in a can.
This
No.
is. Fuck! I wish you didn't say
Something
rye.
like that.
It's funny that you said rye because I just took another sip and I'm like,
Well, I usually
just
I
like
don't
means
love
I'm not
rye
getting-
barrel-aged stuff,
no.
and I like this.
I'm not getting rye
Yeah.
burn.
No, it's. I think because he said it.
Maybe
Yeah.
some whiskey.
But I was gonna ask, like, if Brandon could tell us. I'm trying to like think of what beer this would be, but is it like from the Chicagoland area?
What region
Yes.
of the country?
Okay, it's from Chicagoland.
Is it from Chicago or a outlying suburb?
Outlying suburb.
Is it from Microphone?
No.
No,
Because then it would have been like thick and then covered
Yeah.
in adjuncts, and I would have dumped it.
you like sweet stuff.
Yeah, but if I know it's Microphone,
Oh, man,
down the
yeah.
drain.
Pinpointing from whom it came is a difficult task. I'm racking my brain.
Who
Nothing's-
makes like Who made?
Would you like a hint?
Yeah.
A tiny hint.
Past guest.
Rabid Brewing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was gonna say the. What is that called?
It's called Rabid.
It's called Rabid. They're the
No.
They're episode 50.
Their Imperial Stout. Though it's called.
That I don't know.
No, but this is, my friends, this is Manticore. They're double barrel aged in bourbon and pecan whiskey barrels.
Hey, so there was a second barrel. And you had said whiskey, so you got that.
Yeah.
What's the ABV on
I said whiskey.
12%. 12%.
Really? I'm getting some, like, the heat going down my chest here. It could be because I've been drinking already, but that feels like it's a little bit more than 12%.
No, I get that too. It's
good.
And
does.
it's kind of why I chose it, because like I could have gone bigger, but 12% I felt like was just borderline enough.
Very good. It's very good. As soon as you said past guest, that's the only thing I can think of, because I know I also calculated that you had gotten something from Rabid that was barrel aged.
Yeah,
I have
so-
not heard you talk about it yet.
The two things I thought one was Rabid, the other one I thought you might have said is Brickstone.
But I also, if you brought out a can, I would have thought Brickstone.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to rack my brain.
I do have a
like,
bottle
who
from
still
Brickstone,
waxes
Yeah, I know the wax bottle kind of threw
and
me.
bomber. I was like, who's waxing and using
Yeah.
bomber still?
Rabid is.
That was
man,
a tough
at least
one.
last year. Good job, Rabid. What do you? So, I mean, now we've discussed it. What do you guys think about it? Like overall, I feel like we should have asked this before we found out.
No, I think I
what
said it
was.
earlier. It's a super solid barrel aged
Straightforward.
stout. I mean, I think it's very good. Not too overpowering in any sense. Not underwhelming in any sense. I think it's
For a non-adjunct stout,
Yeah.
barrel aged stout,
Yeah.
this is really good.
Double
well.
barrel,
That's why I said
too.
Imperial Pajamas, because it's always
Yeah.
just super solid. There's the regular, obviously. There's not a whole lot. It's what you want a barrel aged stout to be, and it's
I was just
good.
I was just looking at Dan. Dan looked like he was deep in thought and listening.
Well, I was-
He's looking down, but he looked like a sad kid for a second, looking at the glass. Like,
I was
why
staring
am I
at the
doing
beer.
this?
Well, no, I was trying to think like, okay, I'm getting like just like a slight hint of that like soy sauce I get from Imperial Stout sometimes, but it's not like Dark Lord.
I
Soy
got
sauce.
that a little bit in the aroma when I said I swirl it around and like you get that, like it opened up a little more, like maybe it was a little boozy and there's like something else there. And I hate saying soy sauce because I feel
I
like
don't
it
mean
put
it in a bad way.
No, I know,
It's
but
just like a-
but there is that.
I mean, in a bad way. I'm talking about Dark Lord. I'll say that.
Absolutely. I have had a Dark Lord where I was like, that's fucking soy sauce. Like, it's not good. But that also comes
that
with
on my Chinese food.
certain. It also comes with like certain barrel aged beers where you do kind of get that.
It's an Imperial Stout thing.
Sorry, Imperial
Yeah.
Stout. But also like a barrel aged Imperial Stout
Yeah.
too. I feel like you get that a lot more. And I'm not sure what does it. I should probably look into it. No, I feel like it has to be aging and maybe malts and shit like that. But this is
Well,
very good.
it is
I
good.
really like
I'm trying. The other thing I was like staring at it for, I was like trying to like.
Not like it
Pick
indicates in Gremlins.
Well, no, I was thinking about like I'm getting like still like that chocolate and a little bit of oxidation, but I was trying to think, okay, am I getting the pecan? Because I feel like I'm getting like a little.
There's a
Something?
slight nuttiness that I'm getting.
This is
Very,
where
very-
this is where if we still were recording different ways, you would drop in. It's a bit nutty,
Yes.
but we don't have that. We don't have a soundboard.
But it is like a weird like umami, but I can't tell if that's like the soy sauce or like.
That's what
the
I
nut.
think that might
Yeah,
be. I
you're
think
right.
that's what it might be.
Yeah, but no,
It's very
yeah,
good.
I dig it.
I like it. Man, hats off to Rabid. As we're getting closer to episode 100, and they were supposed to be guest number 1, and they were on episode 50. So this seems very appropriate.
That's how it's easy to know what guest they were.
Go by, yeah. They were on the 50th episode. If you said that, then for sure. I would have
And I do hope, I hope to see them at Fobab.
Are they on there?
I don't know. I didn't look at the list. But if they are,
By the time this comes out, well, this
We'll
might
have
be.
that answer.
It actually might be the day after. This might be the day.
Is the list
Monday.
out there?
This might be the Monday after Fobab. Who's there? Yes,
Yes.
there is that. Yeah, there's a lot of. I mean, it seems very fitting. Actually, no,
They will be there.
It's very fitting that
good.
here we are drinking a barrel aged beer because I am almost positive this after the final pour is the Monday after Fobab. So very fitting. And it's a good way to bring in November. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
barrel-aged beers.
All the stouts coming down the line.
Who's that? Who's that speaking in the
It's
back?
Clark, it's me.
Oh, you're just doing an accent?
Yeah, I was just doing a silly accent.
I thought maybe it was like there's a guest.
No.
Nobody's coming. You know, everybody like.
Please don't put us down that hole.
That was just me. I'm like,
There's
hey,
nobody in the green room.
Coming down
You
the
sure
line.
there's nobody in the green room?
Definitely, everyone's gone. They don't come here for after the final pour. They want to be on the main show.
I mean, if I was walking down the street and I saw the podcast studios, I'd want to hop on in.
Okay, well, hop on in. What do you have to say?
I was just thinking about something real quick.
I knew Dan was going to go right back to the conversation. Hey, Dan, what's up?
Yeah, no, I was just thinking about how
You missed Fobab? Sorry.
no, yeah, that too.
Gremlins is awesome.
This dog is just attacking this old woman. So
Spoiler
we talked about with the Oktoberfest and then with the pumpkin beer. So like we talked about this like shelf competition where people come out earlier and earlier. But I don't feel like we had Summer Krampus come out, but Chicago breweries don't like jump the gun on their barrel aged beers. Like everyone still kind of does it around the same time.
When did the first
August.
I thought it was July.
July.
July
Rev,
was Revolution.
yeah.
Revolution.
Well, Rev is always kind of. I mean, I shouldn't say always, but like within the last like
few
2
years.
years,
They're like there's a very small break.
do
in
3 at a
barrel-aged
time.
beers.
There is, it's a year-round thing. Barrel-aged beers are a year-round thing in the Chicago area. Like,
Something always.
Microphone, Whiskey Hill.
but nobody's
like,
jumping like the Krampus ahead or
No, the big
Goose Island
releases
ahead.
they happen like
Temperance.
like the Deep Woods series. While it did start this year, back in technically in July with Thundertaker
I feel like it's been 3 years now that they've been
and the
spreading it
other.
out.
Well, I mean,
year
I
round.
remember Strawberry.
Only
Days.
Goose is
it's opening up more and more
stuff too.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's
like
more,
that
yeah.
Wooden Wings. What was that, like May or June or
well,
something?
well,
And
not
then
even that. Like
with
they,
the microphone collaboration.
Yeah,
that
they did.
Yeah, right.
It's
They
not VA, was it?
well, they had their project that was.
And you tried that at Beer Under Glass. Too.
You might be. Was that barrel aged? Was the?
I know
microphone
the
stuff
original
barrel-aged?
two weren't. Like the strawberry one.
Wait, that's the strawberry one. Is you're thinking of
Phase 3. Never mind. Sorry.
The microphone one was that the collaboration, was that barrel aged? The double side up. You should know.
I didn't try
That's
that
your
one.
fucking like. How did you not get those beers with doing the
Because I
hip
don't
hops,
chase
right?
beers anymore.
But it's literally side A and side B,
Yeah.
and you've got a whole social media.
Yeah, that was
presence.
aged.
Yep, they were aged.
You guys, I'm
Maple syrup.
I'm degrading Dan right
With
now.
maple
I need you guys
syrup.
to shut up.
Keep it up. Keep going. We'll let you
in
continue.
10-year
You
Buffalo
guys can
Trace
do it.
barrels.
You should have had those.
Only
You
10
know what I
year?
mean?
I'm just kidding.
So pedestrian.
Should have been like 12 years. Yeah, I feel like, but there is a season though for barrel aged beers, and it starts. I feel like it starts like October, November, December, even into January. There are, well,
Yeah.
when does Half Acres?
Benthic.
Thank
It's
you.
always like December too.
Is it?
Yeah, but what I was gonna say is like Goose made a thing this year that they were experimenting with the base of Bourbon County, and that's where all these other adjuncts have come off, like the old rum, like the apple, the I forget what it's called, but there was a couple of, I think I've got them all somewhere, but they keep trying to play with the base of Bourbon County in different types of barrels. They did the rum and stuff like that, so they're doing it year round, and I know other places are too, like Clint.
I was gonna say,
Clint's
Clint
got
Lingus
stuff
Pack.
that comes out, whether it's gin barrel or something else. Like
Yeah.
he's always got something coming out.
There's a lot of there is a season for it though, but yeah, in Chicago, I don't know how it is in other cities. If anybody wants to let us know how it is in your city, definitely in Chicago, we are kind of like
Spoiled.
Thank you, spoiled with like how much, especially with like hazy IPAs and barrel aged stouts. Like,
Yeah, the problem is like a lot of the sought after ones come out right at the same time,
sure.
Yeah.
The other thing that we're blessed
which is good
with
for us, bad for your
lagers.
wallets.
Yeah.
is what I'm saying.
Bad for your bank account.
There are some really good lagers in Chicago and Illinois area now. I like lagers now, you guys. You know that?
No.
Come to the Lager Lounge. At
Hey,
Throwback.
I'm looking forward to that. We did that. Remember we did that at Fobab? Went to the lager lounge.
Just so great.
So much
That
fun.
was fun with all the neon lights.
Clark, if you're not there, we're gonna edit you out.
Yeah. Of the entire year. You're edited out the
Oh,
entire year.
yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
So you better make time, baby. Dan,
got-
do you want us to like FaceTime you over there?
I don't know what I'll be doing that day. I'll probably be with family.
I'll be on a beach. I'll be on a.
I have to talk to mommy. Mommy's there. And
from the Anti-Jagoo.
I'm sorry, what? What was that last thing?
Anti-Dragoo.
What does she sound like?
Oh, my Danny boy, so good to see you.
That is like
Spot on.
So spot on is
Yeah.
what he's about to say.
ironic how that. How
Have
close
you
that
met
was.
her, or is that like, was that a guess?
I could just tell by knowing
By
knowing Dan.
by knowing
It's
Dan.
like clear.
The real malting hour.
By Anti-Jagoo.
Dan, if you actually have an aunt like that, you have to record her voice.
I
You just
don't.
Dan will probably be at Green Bench or some other Florida brewery drinking some good beers.
You gotta go up to Dunedin.
Dunedin Brewing.
Yeah. Dunedin Brewing. That's a cool brewery.
I haven't been there before, so maybe I'll put that on the list. But it's always, when I go down there, it's always Green Bench first, and then whatever else I can fit in later.
Like whatever random liquor store you go to and grab some natty ice.
Yeah.
Do they have Milwaukee's Best down there?
I have no clue.
Find out. All right, guys, this has been a lot of fun. Brandon, that was a good mystery beer for us. That was a lot of fun for an After the Final
Yeah, that was
Pour.
good.
I enjoyed that.
Test the old chops.
Yeah, I think we succeeded.
Yeah.
I didn't say
Good job, guys.
saison. I did not say saison.
This tastes
Tony
like
and I did it. As
Barrel
beer
aged,
geniuses.
roasty saison. Clearly, that's what we should have said right away, Clark. What is real quick? What does Dan's aunt sound like again?
Oh, hello.
It sounds like the Wicked Witch of the West.
That's what I thought. The
That's
first
your
time,
aunt,
so
not
apparently,
mine.
yeah.
So
Sorry, I have an evil aunt. Clark, good to see you, buddy.
you too, guys.
I thought maybe you were just
Tony, you especially.
Thanks, man.
How's your knee, by the way?
Doing great. Boy, if you guys don't want to miss that Michigan episode, Dan, I hope you had a good time in Florida.
I am still there.
Well,
Maybe not. I don't know.
I hope you're
By the
having,
time when this episode comes out.
Dan, I hope you're having a fun time in Florida.
I got a nice suntan.
Thanks,
now.
it's me, Dan. I'll just say thanks.
Thanks. Weird, there was two Dans for a second there. Brandon, did you have fun at Fobab?
Best time ever.
Man, what if you got sick and you didn't go, and like now this is a lie?
Like last year.
I backed out too.
Love you, buddy.
Let me come in.
Bye, everybody. Keep listening to our show and go buy some shirts so we can get a soundboard. And when we have a soundboard, then we can put in sound effects for episodes like this and it'd be a lot of fun. We can get Clark a new mic. Bye. Love you.
Bye.
This has been The Malting Hour. Be sure to follow us on all social media by searching The Malting Hour and at themaltinghour.com. You can also follow us individually on social media. Brandon can be found on Instagram as BMDub81, on Twitter, BDub81, and on Untapped as BDubDrinksBeer. Tony can be found on Instagram and Untapped under Ace of Help Chicago, on Twitter, The Ace of Help Chicago. Clark can be found as Clarkowski on all three. Dan can be found on Instagram as hip__hops and hip hops on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe, like, and rate the show on your preferred podcast listening platform. Until next time, cheers from all of us at The Malting Hour.